Hi friends, day 4 of our journey to rediscover Jesus. What an awesome experience this has been for me, and I pray it's been even better for you. The Jesus question. Life's full of questions. Children love asking questions. Adults love asking questions. Sometimes though, I'm not so crazy about answering questions. There's the question that's considered the stupid question or the dumb question. Oh, there are no dumb questions. Well, sometimes we might suggest that somebody's questions might seem that way, but we're talking here about the question, the Jesus question. How much time do we spend on addressing this question? Matthew, in his reflection for us today, really asks the question, are we following the Jesus question? He uses powerful examples, nature versus nurture, and where do we get our values from? Where do we get our biases, our prejudices from? He talks about identifying our blind spots, determining our fears and ambitions. I wonder what that looks like for each of us as we journey in this holy season of Lent together. I thought it was very powerful when he says that we either agree with Jesus or we disagree with him. We either glorify Jesus or, God forbid, we vilify him. We either follow his commandments or we reject them. He says so beautifully that we cannot ignore him. Jesus has all eternity to wait. How many times in our own journey have you and I felt that tug? We may have pushed God aside for a while, which we call rejection. We can't ignore him, but that tugging on our heart continues to be there. I know it was there when he called me to be a priest. I know it's there when he calls me to do a good deed when I really don't feel like it, to be quite honest. Ask somebody else, Lord. How many times do you feel the Messiah tugging on your heart? He's inescapable, unavoidable, indescribable. I think of that beautiful hymn that Jim and our contemporary choir lead us in this idea of coming to know who Jesus is. Jesus is the inescapable friend who wants your highest good. Do I believe that? Do I believe that Jesus is the friend who wants what's best for me? So I might say that, but do I really believe that? Do you really believe that? No matter how rude we are to him, no matter how many times we push him to the side, Jesus is patient. Jesus is kind. And he waits for us to ask for the wisdom to come to know how to answer the Jesus question. I hope you got fired up when Matthew used the example of Caesarea Philippi. It made me think about last Lent. Remember when we walked with Father Dave through Metanoia, where he's standing at that beautiful place where Jesus asked the disciples the question at Caesarea Philippi. Hope to get there one day. Perhaps you've been there yourself. Who do people say that I am? The beautiful naturist spot that Father Dave asked that question for us to reflect upon. It's still resonating with me. It's not who do others say, but Jesus is truly interested in who I say that he is, who you say that he is. What is our response? Recall 3 days ago when Matthew was asking us to write down everything we knew about Jesus. And hopefully our list was very long. But for some of us, the list might have been quite short. Who is Jesus for you, my friends? Who is Jesus for me? I loved how he also talked about if Jesus were to come to St. Joseph's on Sunday and ask the question and put us on the spot, as sometimes you guys think I do, even though I ask the parish. But if Jesus was to put you on the spot and say, stand up and tell all the people of St. Joseph who I am, what would your response be? I know I'd be listening. I'd be smiling, thinking, I wonder what they're going to say. If Jesus put me on the spot, I wonder if you would have the same reaction. What would we tell the parish? What would we tell the stranger about Jesus? He's got to be more than a nice guy, as Matthew Kelly said. So it wasn't just some attractive man who walked around saying some nice things and healed some people to be a good guy. We're not interested in good guys. The Messiah didn't come to be a good guy or a nice guy. We're not called to be a good guy or a good girl or woman. We're called to be holy. Jesus came to redeem and to save us. And the experience on the cross does that for us. So as we enter into this first weekend of Lent, may we call upon Jesus to invite us to answer the question for ourselves. Who do you say that I am? Jesus, teach me to never stop seeking you. Help me to seek you in every relationship, place, and situation. Enjoy the Holy Spirit touching your heart today as we answer the Jesus question. God bless you.